Hello my friend, how are you? I hope you and your family are doing really well and you're keeping safe and healthy, especially with this humid summer weather we are getting into right now, especially because it's mid-August and I do feel like this is the peak season for the heat waves to come in, especially where I live. So I hope that you're just staying cool and hydrated and that you wear a hat when you go outside and all that good stuff. So today I wanted to come on here to give you my brief overview thoughts of the Beauty Bay Botanical palette. And this palette, I've used it 5 times from the past week or so. So this is what it looks like. I used this palette 5 times and I wanted to show you the looks I created out of this palette. And so you go ahead and see pictures on the side here or there of each look I did for the corresponding days. And so the first day I believed I used a duochrome shade, which was Waterfall. This really beautiful shade right here, but it has a really strong base. I don't know if you could tell, it has like a blue undertone. So when I applied it on the lid for this look, I felt like it overpowered the crease shade I used around it, and so it kind of looks a little off for this look. It just looks like I went from dark to light when it's supposed to be the opposite, or it's supposed to look kind of like one. And this look I was not happy with. I just felt like it didn't look the best. But I did like the duochrome shade. Let me go ahead and swatch the shades I used. Okay, so this one is the shade I used all over the lid, and it's called Waterfall. It's a really pretty shade. It just has a really bold base right there. It has a duochrome shift, but yeah, the base is really dark. Okay, so for the second look, this one came out much prettier. I used a lot of different shades, and for the all over lid shade, I used Cannon. So this is Cannon. Right here, Cannon is like a red-pink duochrome. It's just not as shimmery on the lid as it looks like on the pan. It's not like a really bold metallic glitter shade. It's just kind of like a shimmer. So that's what I used all over the lid for the second look right here. And then I used like a light green shade on my crease. So this one came out pretty good. I was very happy with how everything came out together. It looked like almost kind of like a tropical look, but it was a bit muted. Okay, so for my third look, this one I felt like it was a little unexpected how bold it came out to be. And so as you can see, the lid shade is very dark. I was expecting it to be like a light purple shade. And throughout this whole look right here, I put like a little bit of a peach shade. I believe this one is called Sea Moss on the crease. And then on the outer part, I think I used Clay. So the all over lid shade is called Quartz. And I don't know if you could see, but it looks purple, right? A little bit purple burgundy tone, but then when you shift it, it has almost like a dark green base. It's really pigmented when I apply it all over the lid. And this would be the shade. So you could see it's very, very dark. It's not as like light as I thought. And so I think for this one it has like a green, dark base to it, like a dark green base. And so that is the shade. So when I flip it over like this, you could see the kind of green undertone. And so that's one shade I thought was pretty, but really not for me because I don't really go for those kind of dark shades like that. It really makes the look automatically dramatic. Okay, the next one I went for a green look for my fourth look, and I was actually really happy with it. All the greens here were actually beautiful, and the all over lid shade I used was this one. This one's called Artichoke. And this one's called Artichoke. You can see there it has a really green metallic. It feels very smooth when applying. And so it would be that one right here. That one's called Artichoke. Really pretty green metallic. You could kind of see the difference between the intensity. I feel like these two are really strong with the shine, and these are a little bit less. So I really liked how this look came out. I thought the mattes blended good, and then the shimmers were good as well. I think I also used the shimmer too on the outer part. That one's called Amazon. And this one felt a little bit less smooth when applying. It didn't feel as mushy as like the other ones. So that one's called Amazon. Right there. Super pretty shade. It has a really nice shift to it. It's like a dark bluish green color, and I feel like it has a base to it as well. That makes it a little bit bolder. Now for my last look, I did a gray look for the fifth one. And for the all over lid shade, I used Lightning. And this one called Lightning. It has almost like the same formula as the Artichoke shade, so this one performed beautifully because it has a nice metallic finish. You can kind of see there, it's really shiny. It's a really pretty gray silver shade. So there's that one. That one is called Lightning. Really, really nice. And so yeah, I used like a lot of the grays here on my outer corner, and I think for the transitional shade I used this one called Pebble. That one's called Pebble. It's like a really light white gray, almost like a pastel finish for that one. Okay, so looking at it closely, I do see a lot of fallout from the Lightning shade. I could see it on my eyelashes and on the upper crease area. I didn't know that it had that much fallout, but it did, so I think that's the other factor when it comes to applying these shimmers from Beauty Beat. I think some of them are a little bit like loose, and then there's others that are more like a putty like finish. And like for the inner corner, I used this one for almost all my looks. This one's called Savannah. Yeah, and this one has like a putty-like finish. So that one's called Savannah. This one's like a light pink shade. It's not really metallic, but it's pretty for the inner corner. And then for this one, I did not use this all over the lid. This one's called Fall. And then for this shade, I used it on my outer corner, so that one comes out pretty dark for the shimmer. So this one is called Ripple, and then this one is called Fall. Okay, so there's that shade. This one's called Fall, and then this one's Ripple. So you can see it's got like a really dark base. And then this one is pretty nice too. It's like a nice neutral color. Okay, so it's a new day, and I just wanted to continue on discussing with this palette. And I just want to say, out of all the looks I created using this, I would say my most favorite had to be the one where I used all the greens. So all the greens right here, I used that one. It's so stunning all over the lid. I also really love this shade, the one called Waterfall and Canyon. This one is a beautiful duochrome. It's like a pink to orange, and overall I absolutely love how generous Beauty Bay gives within the product. You get a lot for what you pay for. I believe it's $22 for one palette, and I just saw that they came out with a new one, and I can't wait to get it. I have like my radar on it, and I definitely want to get that palette soon. But yeah, for this palette, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love how they always create such beautiful color stories for each theme, and it's sometimes it comes out similar, but sometimes not, because this one you get so much variety. You get some greens, you get a little bit of purple hues, grays, this duochrome shade right here. This one is like really strong with the shift. It's like from purple to green, maybe blue. I feel like it's almost like a little bit of a multi-chrome. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update of what I think with the formula. I think you just get a lot for what you pay, and I think the shimmers, I feel like you do need to use like a glitter primer instead of just concealer or translucent powder or any other eyeshadow primer. You really do need something tacky all over the lid so it could stick and that there's no glitter fallout. So that is it for today's video, my friend. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you are liking this series, because I am just starting it only for the fact that I have a lot of palettes I want to get through, and I want to be familiar with the formula, and Beauty Bay does not disappoint. So I definitely am keeping this one in my collection, and I'm looking forward to using many more. I do have quite a variety right now. So thank you so much again, my friend. You take good care. May God bless always. You keep hydrated and cool from the heat. And I am wishing you a good day or night, whatever time you're watching. And I hope to see you next time on my other video whenever I upload it. And speaking of like my upload schedule, I tend to stick to certain days like Saturdays and Sundays, but I would love to branch out during the week, and hopefully I could do more than like 3 videos per week. I would really love to grow my channel, and I know that I've been saying that for a while, but I would need to put in the work to put out more videos for you, and I think it's just a fun hobby and I just love doing it on the side, but at the same time I love to see it grow in a sense, just because like it's so fulfilling that I finally reached like around 500 subscribers. So I think another 500, it wouldn't hurt, and I think it's just going to be like an exciting milestone if I ever get there. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that my uploading schedule will be a bit random and I hope that you don't mind. Okay, my friends, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Bye!